And we are back with another episode. Um, yeah, it's funny because, okay, if you guys don't know,
Get a VPN.
get a VPN. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself. Actually, I was going to say something else, but that was a good one. And don't forget to Buzz TV.
Buzz TV. BuzzTVGlobal.com. Rohas isn't a fan of the remotes, but I love them.
Explosions. I need to get a little sound effect that says explosions. So this is now episode 4, season 3. We did our what the hell just recently. And for those of you guys, and I completely forgot about it until I looked at the date. I'm just like, wait a minute, this is our 3rd year running now. This is our third season running now.
That's right, because we had to renew Podbean and shit, and usually that's when we started. So this is our 3rd season.
And it didn't dawn on me last time we had this conversation about it. Like, hey, you got to renew Podbean, and now, happy 3-year anniversary.
Shit, we got to do the books again. That mean,
happy 3-year anniversary. Where's my flowers?
Nope.
Where's my chocolates?
Nope.
Chicken wings, maybe. You're like, I'll think about that one.
I gotta season some chicken. Actually, shit, I was supposed to do that this morning.
There we go. We had some seasoned chicken last night. So
we have almost 300 episodes, by the way, just in case you wanted to know.
Ooh, that's cool.
We're like 295 ish.
Nice. Super nice. So I want to do an episode eventually because I know. So as you guys know, like Next Level and I, like, we'll start. Like, we've gotten so busy with like all of our shit that every time we do
meet up to record, it's like an hour briefing session of like, hey, did you do this? Hey, this is what I did, or that's what I'm doing, or
yeah, or did you watch this show, or did you see this thing, or check this breaking news, or and it's crazy because like it's like I was actually I just came back from this big old road trip, and I was listening to like the Beyond the Streams, and remember our intro that we first recorded for YouTube's Beyond the Streams like welcome page. It says that we made this because our conversations do come beyond the streams.
Right.
So I was listening to that, and I'm just like, I was like, dang. I'm like, that was a while ago. And then that's when I looked at the date on when I was doing this road trip. I was just like, dude, it's been freaking 3 years already.
Yeah, it's been fucking 3 years.
And we're still here bullshitting. So I want to ask the audience, and I'm gonna ask you too, of course. I kind of want to talk about every now and then, like if there's something that's breaking news or something that we're going on trips, vacations, or wherever we're going. I just got back from Lake Mead and dropped a video on the Travel Channel. We were doing pretty good. Yeah, see how hot you are,
dude. You can see I'm melting, can't you?
But I think it'll be kind of cool if we talk about like some of the stuff that is going on, like in the real world, I guess,
like in Canada.
Yeah, in Canada and in the great states of the Americas. So, with that being said, we did start a conversation, and then we had a pause for the cause because, of course, we always get too deep in stuff, and just like, dude, why are we not recording this as per usual?
The whole point of Beyond the Streams.
Yeah. So here we are. These are some of the best TV show apps with some of the shows that we're watching, and we'll talk about some of the shows that we're watching and where you can find them. So I'm always late to the party, and if you guys haven't heard one of our previous episode, I actually announced that I'm gonna start watching some of the trailers for Marvel now. So I'm gonna go watch. Actually, by the time this thing, By the time this thing airs, I've already watched Love Thor, Thor, Love and Thunder.
I love Thor.
I
I
love
love
Thor and
I love
Thunder.
his thunder.
So that video or that movie comes out, premieres on the 7th. This comes out on the 8th and then 9th. So I already watched it. I've seen some of the trailers already. It looks so good. Um, but yeah, so you were asking me about the boys.
The Boys is off the chain. Like I'm not okay. I know people hate on me because I'm not a big Stranger Things fan. Whatever, I don't give a shit. But The
Dude,
Boys, holy crap!
breaking news.
I
I'll say
can't
this.
wait to see the episode that's coming. This is the season finale this week. So by the time you guys watch this, the season finale will have aired for The Boys. So comment below how mind blown you were.
I haven't seen season 3 yet, the new one, so I'll try not to spoil it. But I know. So when I first saw season 1, episode 1, and they were like kind of like cussing and blowing people's heads off, and I was like, what? What kind of show is this?
I know. I let Preppy watch like the first 5 minutes of the first episode for the first season, where the guy's holding his girlfriend's hands, and then she's like, "What are you making me watch?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay, I'll turn this off."
Yeah. It's interesting how they, but you know what? If it was like an actual, like, I know we got the comic book stuff with Marvel and DC and all that. And I get it. You have your Marvel side, and then you have the boys, which is like what reality would be. If somebody had all that power, as good as somebody wants to be, they're probably going to do something stupid, you know? It's just very interesting how they did the boys. And I, again, I haven't seen the new season. With that being said, I haven't seen the new season of Stranger Things either, even though I am a fan of Stranger Things. And I did a video on my Rohas Streaming Tech YouTube channel talking about how Stranger Things is canceled, and then I had some people saying like, "Know your facts." Like they're having another season. They added a new season, even though it was already canceled, but it's still canceled. They're just doing one more final season, season 5, I believe it is, and then I think I heard maybe a spinoff,
Probably.
something like that. But I haven't seen the new season of Stranger Things. I keep hearing how good it is. You know the video game Far Cry?
Yes, I've never played it, but I've heard the name.
So I'm playing Far Cry 6, and I don't play every day. I'll play maybe every in between a couple days. Like I'll play for like maybe 30 minutes, just like a little bit, just play my game. They actually have a what's it called? Stranger Things DLC in there. And Far Cry 6, the new one, I think it's based like on Colombia or based somewhere in South America where everyone speaks Spanish. And of course, the person's name is Danny Rojas.
Danny Rojas.
I'm like, yes, my cousin. And it's funny because it's either Danny Boy or Danny Girl, because I guess it's interchangeable. But I'm running through the thing and through the jungle, and I found this little island place, and there's like this little shack, and there's like this radio, and this girl's talking Russian and says like, I need your help and blah blah blah, and you need to come over here. And then it says follow whatever. So then I followed this thing over to this mountain, and right when I'm about to open the door, it says once you start this, you cannot leave this. Like you have to finish this area. And I'm just like, whatever, that's fine. Normally when I do a mission, I'm just doing the mission. So I said, go ahead and start. And then the whole screen goes black. And then the theme song for Stranger Things, like like
Oh yeah.
So that starts, and I'm just like, wait, what? And then the intro for Stranger Things, you see the words slowly coming in, but you can't read it, and it's like bang, like you hear the noise coming in, and you're just like, oh shit. But it's really creepy how everything comes in, and then you see the word Stranger Things. That's exactly how this started, and it says Far Cry, Stranger Things, and then it goes away, then it says episode one, and then it says the title of what that episode is. I think there's like 4 or 5 episodes in the game that you go through, and then you go into the other side and you see the big old freaking spider. And dude, it was so creepy. Um, I played the last episode of that Stranger Things spinoff in Far Cry 6 at nighttime, and it was a part where it was like, oh, you found your companion, and make sure you get out, and then you see this lightning, and then the big spider comes up, and then those alien or those monster things, the gorgles or whatever they're called. They're the things that open up their mouths, and they're like, "Arr," and they have all the teeth. Dude, that thing shows up, and he's like, "Rah!" And he comes up, and all his teeth are showing, and I'm just, dude, it's at nighttime. I'm like, oh shit. The remote has a little speaker, so I hear the voice coming out of the remote, and I'm like, dude. So I'm like running and sprinting, dude. I'm all like full on sweating, like playing this game. So I got out, I escaped, and I won, or I beat that DLC thing. But it got me really excited to see the TV show because I keep hearing it's really good. So yeah, I'm about to start that pretty soon, which reminds me, I just started watching Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Okay, I feel like there needs to be a disclaimer for Miss Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
right? So some people are going to be like, "Oh, this is a Marvel show. I watch all Marvel shows. I'm going to watch Miss Marvel and I'm going to love it." Miss Marvel is for a very specific audience, kind of, or almost like those people who enjoy straight action and like violence and like all that kind of crazy stuff. You're not going to get that completely from Miss Marvel.
Mm-mm.
So Miss Marvel is almost a fourth wall character. You know what a fourth wall character is?
Explain, please.
So a fourth wall character is kind of like a Deadpool where he sees the universe from outside the universe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Miss Marvel isn't a fourth wall character, but she loves the Marvel universe. And even before she gets powers, she's studying, she's analyzing. She's actually an amateur YouTube content creator that gets absolutely no views for banging videos.
Right. And the videos were actually pretty cool the way they did it.
For sure. There was like CGI in her videos. I'm like, how the hell did you do that? I can't do that. Hell no. Like if anybody actually put those kind of videos on YouTube, it would get millions of views. Honestly.
It'll go fire.
Right.
Someone's going to do it. Watch.
I kind of need to preface two things. One, it's a little bit based or geared towards a younger audience. A little bit. Now, not saying that, us of the older generation aren't going to enjoy it, but it is geared a little bit more towards a younger audience. When Rohas and I were talking about it earlier, I said it's kind of like what Stargirl from DC was supposed to be. Stargirl from DC was good to watch when nothing was on. It was okay. I'd watch it. Yeah, I'll admit that. I watched Stargirl. Whatever.
I watch it.
Judge me. Anyways, so the other thing is that it's really from the eyes of a Pakistani girl whose family just immigrated to America, to New Jersey. And it's like the lifestyle of a Muslim family growing up in America. So she's not only trying to find her American identity, but now she's also trying to find her superhero identity.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was explaining to Ross, like I grew up in a Muslim household. I'm not Pakistani. My family's from the Caribbean, but a lot of the things that I see in the show, I can relate to growing up in. And that's what kind of keeps me hooked. Now, not a lot of people are probably going to, be hooked on that or relate to that or care about that kind of stuff. But That's a very small part, and more of it as you get into to episode 3 and 4. I think are focusing more on her understanding where her powers come from, right? So that was the interesting thing for me.
Yeah. Um, what I'll say is, so okay, so this is the way I see it. If anybody is asking me about Miss Marvel and how the Marvel TV shows are working out, WandaVision kind of leaves you like it leaves you with like like very adult. It's like an adult show, you know.
Yes.
It's very like, you know, like they have kids. She lost her kids. She was manipulating the people, and it was just like you have to have a
Mature
uh,
mentality.
very mature mentality to understand that show. And even
Especially
then,
because it starts in the 70s too, right?
right? And even then, oh, actually, no, in the '60s, I think,
Mm.
or even before that, because I think it started in black and white. Um, when you're done watching that show, you have to rewatch it again to understand some of the stuff. And even then, you might be like, man, I feel like I still miss some stuff. That show just has so many Easter eggs in there. But great show. The next one that came out was Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
A lot of action, lots of action, and it was very like, okay, it's great.
Mhm.
It's not like a kid show.
It's very interesting how you're listing these in a certain order,
Mhm.
because I already have the next two and I kind of see where you're going with this.
Yeah. Um, what's the next one that I'm going to say?
Well, the next one you're going to say is probably Hawkeye. And
And
it's
Hawkeye,
transitioning towards where Miss Marvel's going.
yep, Hawkeye is very, you know, we had Fisk that shows up, and you're like, oh my gosh, Kingpin. And if you guys remember how the Daredevil episodes were, those were definitely not kid friendlies. Um, and the way they introduced Kingpin, Echo, like all those people, the way they introduced it, for the freaking mafia group, um, very adult, very like they finally like, it's not like they didn't do Fisk good in the Daredevil show. They did a great job with him, but they made him look bigger and stronger, and also kind of like I don't want to call him like a teddy bear, because he, you know, like he's kind of like really mean sometimes, but the way he was like manhandling people is just like, holy crap. You know. um what's the next show after that, the next TV show?
Well, the next one is gonna it's not even out yet. It's gonna be what's her name? She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, with that, which isn't out yet. I'm trying to think. There's a what if, if you guys haven't seen What If, you don't have to watch What If to understand what's happening with the multiverse of madness or anything within the multiverse. But if you don't understand the multiverse, then you need to watch What If. What If explains all of it. Oh, Loki. I forgot about Loki. Um, this whole multiverse thing really, like, we started to get into it with the Loki TV show. And again, Loki was another adult where this guy died and then they brought him back and he started a multiverse thing and an alternate timeline, and there's all kinds of crap that's happening, like literally all kinds of stuff that's happening. I will mention one thing though, that within all these shows something has been happening that people have not been talking about, and I keep bringing it up. WandaVision, you had both of the sons of Scarlet Witch and Vision. When you watch the Multiverse of Madness, you see the sons and that they do exist out there and they do have powers. When you see Loki, the TV show, you see a kid version of Loki. When you see Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you do see a what is it, Iron Shield? I forget the kid's name.
I don't
Um,
remember.
It was so Falcon goes sees one of the other super soldiers that was a black guy that was also that had that super serum, and he kind of touched on it a little bit, but there was a kid there, Bradley, I think his name was. He's another version of that.
Yeah.
Um, and then you have oh my gosh, what was the last? What was the TV show that you mentioned?
Hawkeye? No, She-Hulk?
No, Hawkeye. Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye. You're right. Um, where Hawkeye, the one who's going to replace Hawkeye, she's also a kid. And now you have Miss Marvel, and this is where everything connects towards Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is the first TV show that is very kid friendly, very, very, very comic booky, and it's very, 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 very Disney with a Marvel twist to it. Very good storyline, very good production. It's not an amazing show that people are like, I'm dying to see this thing, or you should go see it. But in the great aspect of the entire Marvel universe, you should watch it because it's going to connect somehow. But she is the first character that we've gotten. And I like, Spider-Man, when we saw his movies, he's a kid. We've seen what's it called? Iron Lad. We've seen him already introduced within the Iron Man movies. Iron Man's kid, Ironheart.
Yeah.
We've seen her introduced. Ant-Man's daughter. We've seen her introduced. We've seen a lot of kids across a lot of movies.
Oh, you know what would be crazy?
Hmm.
So the rest of the year is going to be more introductions of all these kids, right? And then what's the last show that's coming out?
Well, hold on. I'm thinking if you have, I don't see them introducing a kid in She-Hulk,
No, well, whatever.
and then the next one after that. And hold on, I'm thinking about it. Is it the Guardians of the Galaxy one? Groot? I know Groot right now is technically a kid again. They could throw him in there.
I'm thinking this is all going to come and involve in a certain TV show.
Let's see. Loki 2, they've already introduced that. What If 2, they've already introduced that. As far as movies go, I know there's like one more big movie coming out this year, but I can't put my finger on it. What am I missing?
Secret Invasion. So all of the main characters get put away in Secret Invasion and get replaced, and we have to be saved by the kids.
Secret Invasions would be really good.
It would be cool, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but that would be cool.
I think what they should do, because they haven't announced anything anything Avengers wise. Nothing with the Avengers has been announced at all. We haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. Besides Reed Richards, but he got killed. And if you remember, actually, do you remember this too? In the Multiverse of Madness, when Scarlet Witch killed Mr. Fantastic, she asked him, "Do you have kids?" Yes.
Yes.
Do they have a mother? Yes.
Right.
Okay, so they'll be fine. And then she kills him. So they've already announced that Fantastic Four, the Mr. and the Mrs. have kids. They just haven't introduced the kids yet.
Right.
So I could definitely see that they're gonna put together. I don't know if it's gonna be with Secret Invasion, where they capture all the adults, and then
It'd be cool though.
oh, dude, I forgot about America Chavez.
America Chavez too. Yeah, that's right.
She's a kid also.
But I don't know, man. I feel like her power is too OP just to be flinging around everywhere.
Yes and no. the thing with her is she has powers that are great, but one of the greatest powers out there is freaking Captain Marvel, and she struggled with Thanos. And the thing is with America Chavez, she's a kid and she's still learning how to use it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would want to see like a whole season of her just jumping universe to universe.
Oh no. Remember during I don't think she's gonna do that. She learned how to punch and how to throw, how to use that energy into punches.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's fine.
So she's learning her powers still. She could travel though, but she's learning. Think about Doctor Strange. He could open up those little portals that will fling people across, and but he's magic. Um, I think Spider-Man is going to be the leader. I'm hoping Spider-Man is the leader of the Young Avengers because they can easily do a Young Avengers movie. And I think it's very interesting remember how they did phase one? They showed Iron Man, and then they showed Hulk, then they showed Thor, then Captain America, and then in there they Easter egg Hawkeye and the Easter egg Black Widow and the Easter egg Nick Fury. All of a sudden, it's like Avengers assemble.
Right.
Avengers 1, they had Loki come in and they try to put everybody together. I'm kind of curious if like how they're gonna, because the thing is that nobody has crossed paths with each other at all. Everybody's living in their own little storyline, you know? And I'm kind of wondering if it's Secret Invasion, or if it's another Avengers movie that they do. Avengers go after Kang the Conqueror, maybe. And
Oh, they would need American Chavez to go after Kang, though.
right,
They would need that.
they would need that. So if Kang the Conqueror is there and the Avengers are coming over after to get this guy, and they lose and they get captured and they get stuck somewhere where they cannot get out, and the Young Avengers, they come together and say we need to get our parents back. And they don't have to be kids. I know a bunch of them are slowly growing up, but it'll be really cool. Like the two boys of Wanda
Scarlet Witch.
and yeah, Scarlet Witch and Vision. It'll be interesting if you see the two boys that they're a little bit older, still kids, a little bit older, and they show like there's some of the youngest ones to Spider-Man where he's barely in college because he's still young, But it'll be cool to be like, hey, you know what? Your youngest Avenger is now 14 and your oldest Avenger is now 20, which is a good age right there. And you can see the little kids all the way to the older ones teaming up together to go after and get their parents. That would be dope as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Secret Invasion is gonna. It's definitely leading to Secret Invasions. I'm very interested to see what Ant-Man 3 is going to do with Quantumanium. This was Doctor Strange 2, right?
Yes.
So we're getting a Doctor Strange 3 because he left to go save from an incursion. Which I think that's the world of Dormammu, the guy that put him in Lumu. Yeah, Dormammu. So, dude, it should be interesting, man. It should be very interesting how they're going to do that. Have they announced anything else yet? Oh no, you know what? Actually, it's funny because during Miss Marvel they had AvengerCon. I think that was episode 2, AvengerCon, and they went, and that's when she had her little amulet and Thor's hammer was swinging around and Ant-Man head was wobbling all over. But Marvel, I think, is doing you know what they do. They do the shareholder conference thing where they just announce everything. I think I think that's coming up like the 12th or the 10th of July or something. That's like I think it's supposed to be like right around the corner. I don't think it's happened yet. Are you looking it up?
No.
Oh, look it up, dude. I want to say that whenever Marvel does their announcements, that's supposed to happen very, very soon.
What is it called?
I don't know.
Marvel
Marvel
Studios has been quiet. Blah blah
Marvel
blah blah
conference?
blah 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 blah. The official D23 website shared that Marvel Studios' next onstage event will come on Saturday, September the 10th, 2022, held in Anaheim, California. This will take place at 10 a.m. PST, featuring a number of filmmakers, celebrities, alongside a few special guests.
That would be interesting. I thought for some reason I thought they were gonna do another show earlier. Not at D23. I'm actually looking at into getting. I got the email about going to D23, and I've been debating about going or not. I thought they're gonna have something else. It's okay. We can look it up later. But I do have something else to share though.
What's up?
They had an interview with Steve Rogers, aka
Yeah.
Chris Evans,
Right?
and they said, "Would you be interested if Marvel Studios hit you up and said, do you want to play Human Torch again in Fantastic Four?" Remember that I want to say that was his first superhero movie that he did back when Jessica Alba was in the Fantastic Four, the original Fantastic Four movie back in the 90s, I think it was. Chris Evans was Human Torch. And they asked him, because this whole multiverse of madness is happening, that means he existed as Human Torch at one point. And you know what would be very, very interesting? Remember Captain America in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? It was Peggy Carter. Imagine if that's the same universe that Chris Evans played Human Torch. I know it's a different Fantastic Four, but how crazy would that be?
Peggy Carter. And we still need to see more from, what's that chick's name that was in WandaVision too?
Oh, Agatha, House of...
No, not Agatha. The cop.
Oh, Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, we need to see more Monica Rambeau.
She's gonna be in the Marvels for sure. So Captain Marvel 2 is gonna have Monica Rambeau, or she's gonna be up in during the whole Secret Invasions thing because Nick Fury was calling for her. So she's gonna pop up again for sure. For sure. So I don't know, man. So during my trip when I was in Zion National Park, and I was laying in bed at night. I turned on the TV and they had Spider-Man Far From Home. That's the one that they go to Europe. Do you know Mysterio? And I need to rewatch this too, because when I was watching it, I'm just like, wait, I'm like, Flash was in, I'm like, I don't remember Flash being in this movie. Not Flash, Barry Allen Flash, Flash, Venom Flash. Spider-Man 3. Remember how he was saying like, oh, I'm Spider-Man's best friend. You could read everything in my new book, Flashpoint.
Yeah.
He was in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And I don't remember him being in Spider-Man 2. Now I'm just like, wait a minute, was he in Spider-Man 3?
Yeah, he's a staple now. He's in every one.
He was in he's like in the background. He has like these little 5-minute roles, but they're spaced out within an hour, 2 hours.
He's eventually gonna be something more than what he is.
Oh, he's Venom.
Yeah.
He's Venom. Like the end of Spider-Man 3, Venom from the Venom movies left a little piece of himself there, and he's gonna find his way over to Flash, and now we're gonna get very comic book Venom, like the Venom that hates Spider-Man. We're gonna get that. Not lethal protector Venom.
Right.
But during Spider-Man 2, Far From Home, Mysterio introduced the multiverse. Because he was saying he's from Earth 616, which is where Doctor Strange was at when he met the X-Men and all of them. He knew about the multiverse and he knew about Earth 616.
Yo, Earth 616 is the X-Men.
Yes. That's where Professor X was at. And it's just like, wait a minute. When I saw that, and I'm just like, I thought they introduced 616 in Doctor Strange multiverse. I'm like, hold on a second. I'm like, how did I miss this Easter egg in Spider-Man 2? And he says, yeah, this is 8838 or whatever. He's like, this is Earth, whatever, you know, like 83 something. I'm just like, hold on a second. How does he know about the multiverse? He used to work for Iron Man, and Iron Man knew about the whole multiverse thing, the whole theory behind it. But it's just like, hold on a second. How much did these guys know about the multiverse? Somehow, Mysterio knows a little bit more than what we're being told. And they're dropping all these little tiny Easter eggs. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to rewatch Spider-Man 2 now, you know? Crazy.
Insane.
Crazy.
Insane. Some good shows, man. There's some good shows out this year. It's kind of nice. You know what the the crazy part is like things are starting to be recorded now again. And it's like we went through a drought in 2020, and then 2021 they just hammered us with a bunch of stuff all at the same time. And now that we're back in the production season again, it's like you get one episode here and you get one episode there and you get one, and everyone's like, come on, give me everything all at once so I can binge watch it.
Yep.
And they got to catch back up on production first. Superman and Lois just finished its season 2 or 3.
I haven't started yet.
I honestly, man, it to me, it is. How do I put this? I didn't think that I would like this Superman because he's been in other things before, like he's cameoed in Supergirl, right?
Yep.
And he's always been a little cheesy, but Superman is a kind of cheesy character. He's always a little bit socially awkward when he's Clark.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like this show did him justice. It did him justice very well. The actor really grew into the role. I guess, again, very specific, but this show was more about Superman's parenting skills than anything else. You could be the world's mightiest hero, but you not know how to raise a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed that. It was a really good show, and I think they had a lot of really good aspects. They brought in some anti-hero characters that I didn't see coming, and I really enjoyed that as well too. So I'm pretty excited to see where the next season is going to go. And honestly, if you guys are not DC fans, I would say that is the best DC show that's currently running. Flash was my clutch, but season 6, whoever wrote season 6 needs to be fired. I tell everyone, skip season 6 of Flash, just go right to season 7, or is it whatever one with Bloodwork. Bloodwork, it was too drawn out. It was stupid. It didn't need to be done. They could have skipped all of Bloodwork.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah.
It was the worst season, and it gave me the worst taste in my mouth for Flash. It actually turned me off. So I will go out on a limb and say that Superman and Lois is the best DC show on right now.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new the new season. And the biggest thing I know is there's a lot of there's a lot of DC stuff that's being canceled.
Yes.
A lot. And I'm kind of like, okay, like some of the stuff is like, okay, it's about time that that got canceled. Because some stuff was just, it's like way too drawn out. So yeah, I'm excited to see that one, of course, as soon as it comes out. So we'll see once that happens. Um, by the way, The Boys is on Amazon Prime because I know we were going to talk about those apps too, and then Miss Marvel and all that Avenger stuff is within Disney Plus. For this one, that's what the CW.
Yes.
CW, so you should be able to find that pretty much. Is it? Do they have a CW Plus or anything like that, or CW Max, or
I don't really know if they do or they don't. If they do, it's not in Canada.
Mm, of
Like
course,
the worst person to ask about that.
yeah, of course, it's not in Canada. Why would it be? What other TV shows are you watching right now?
I finished Lincoln Lawyer. I really enjoyed Lincoln Lawyer. It was a good
How's
show.
that?
It's about a lawyer who lost a case. Well, he only drives Lincolns. That's all he drives, and he
Mm,
usually hires his clients that need a job to be his driver. So he doesn't even drive his Lincolns.
wow.
And he lost the case, went through a depression, went surfing, and injured himself, and took a year off. And then another colleague of his that he knows ended up getting killed, who had a big practice, and he left his whole practice to this lawyer that was broken. Right, he was mentally and physically broken because he
Yeah.
lost a case that he should have won, and like he injured himself, and it's his story trying to figure out why the hell this whole practice got led to him, because they weren't like friends, they knew each other, but he was like I'm talking millions of dollars in cases was all
Wow.
left to him. And then it's him trying to figure out why it was left to him, and him trying to work through the cases that he now owns. So
Dang.
it's kind of cool. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of good twists. There's even twists obviously right up to the end that you don't see coming. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Lincoln Lawyer is a really good show.
So, and what app can you find that on?
Oh shit, Lincoln Lawyer. I think that's Netflix.
There you go.
Oh, by the way, 2 more months and I'm getting Netflix for the first time.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm actually stacking CRO like crazy right now. I buy it every day, and I've calculated with my daily buys and what I have. In 2 months, I'll have enough staked to get their higher tier prepaid Visa card, and that gives me free Spotify and free Netflix.
That's awesome.
So I mean, I'm not paying for it, but
Well, in a way,
in a way,
but that's
in a way.
awesome.
So two
Um,
more months. That's what I'm planning on getting.
so during my trip over here, I overheard somebody talking about Yellowstone,
That's what, fourth, fifth season. What is Yellowstone?
something like that. It's like 4 or 5 seasons.
I'm watching something else. I just remembered.
Oh, save it. Um, I think Yellowstone might be over or just ended or something. But there's another TV show that's a spinoff that's supposed to be a prequel called 1803 or something like that. But I heard somebody talking about it, and then I searched it, and I'm just like, okay. I'm like, so many people have been talking about Yellowstone and this spinoff thing. I'm like, let me just. I'm like, I'll put it here just to watch it. I don't know what I don't know if it's a Netflix one or where it's at, but I keep hearing a lot of things about it. So I was curious if you saw it.
I've never watched Yellowstone. I think I may have watched one episode. It's Is this the one that's kind of like Animal Kingdom with cowboys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in cowboys. And tried to get me, Preppy tried to get me to watch it, and I'm not really interested.
No, she
I'm
watches
not.
it.
I think she did. I don't know if she still does, but
Mm.
I'm not a cowboy dude. I'm not a cowboy dude. But Animal Kingdom, I will watch. There's a new season out of Animal Kingdom, and I think I watched the first two episodes so far.
Mm.
That's something that like Preppy and I will watch together when we get to a second. Animal Kingdom's a good show.
Is that the one that you were mentioning?
That was the one I was thinking about. Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking about Animal Kingdom. So yeah, Animal
Yeah.
Kingdom's definitely a good show.
So list us what are you guys watching in the comment section below, or leave us a review. What are you guys listening to? What do you guys think is really really good? Also, what are your favorite apps that you guys use a lot? Um, I know Disney Plus has a lot of content on there. Hulu keeps announcing more stuff. Netflix is announcing more stuff. There's a lot of good stuff that's happening right now. Um, within getting original content. So yeah, uh, leave us a message. Let us know what you guys are watching, and don't spoil anything. Just kind of say, hey, this is what this show is about. It's about cowboys and Indians or something. I don't know.
So I just had a interesting thought suggestion for any content creators, even like yourself, if you want to make a video about this. But every month there's new deals that come out, right? And if you like Disney Plus, or if you like Netflix or Prime Video or Hulu or HBO, or who the hell cares, whatever you want to watch, every month there's new deals that are third party deals that will actually pay for your subscriptions. So do some research and figure out what other products you might be interested in that will also cover your subscription fees as well. Like I just mentioned crypto.com. I'm actively a crypto investor. I'm going to be investing in crypto anyways. But once I hit a certain, you know, goal or whatever you want to call it, it's going to give me Netflix for free. And I know that things in the States like T-Mobile or whatever, they'll give you things like Netflix or Disney Plus for free as well. So do
Mhm.
some research out there for content creators. That might be a good monthly segment of this month. How do you get your streaming content for free?
Yeah, there you go. Cool. So that's the end of our episode for today. Um, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Let us know. Always leave us a comment. Let us know what you guys think. Stay tuned to the next one because you never know who might be here, who might show up, or what kind of BS we might talk about. We always appreciate you guys when you guys do leave comments. We do read them, we do see them, and yeah, we appreciate you guys. Stay safe during the summer. This summer is a freaking wacky one.
It's
It's hot,
crazy.
it's cold, it's monsoon, it's rain, it's like everything's happening all at once. But yeah, make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves and your families. So next up, what you got before we go?
Thank you for watching another episode of Beyond the Streams. Wherever you're watching us from or listening us to from, make sure you leave us a comment or a review so other people like yourself can find the content that you enjoy. Make sure that you also are following our Beyond the Streams YouTube channel with the notifications turned on, as we do go live once a week on Thursdays, typically around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The time can change, so make sure you have that notification bell turned on, as you never know where the conversation is going to go. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.